Do you want to improve your public speaking skills genuinely? You'd like to learn that how you can seek feedback to improve your public speaking? Then stay glued on, because that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing here in this very episode today. This is Dr. Gopika Kumar, your communication and mindset coach. Let's get started with it right here. So have you ever realized that for everything that we need to improve, we need to seek feedback? So I want you to carefully be able to listen to these aspects, that how should you be seeking feedback? And I'm going to give you, first of all, two broad parameters on what we can seek feedback and can instantly bring about massive results and help you to become an effective public speaker, right? Let's get to the very first area that we can seek feedback. That is the verbal aspect. Now, in the verbal aspect in itself, there are three most important dimensions that we should be talking about. The first is, how is your content? Which means that, are people really enjoying what you're speaking? If yes, that's the first area of feedback that you should be asking in terms of when you're collecting feedback from a set of your audience. It also helps to create your presentations and your content in a more lively way the next time, if for some reason it hasn't turned out, right? Then it comes out in your content, which is verbally you need to identify, were people able to relate with their life? So you had a presentation, you had a talk, but were they able to apply it in their life? And we refer to this as the context of your content, which means that how relatable was your content to make your audience be able to understand the same thereby as well. So it can be a simple question thereby, that how relatable was it to you in your life and in your real-time scenarios? That's as simple as a feedback that you can put across for your audience. We call this as content is being taken a feedback for, context is being taken a feedback for. And the third in the verbal aspect here is about the storytelling, which means that a lot of people do not use stories to invoke those emotions in their audiences, because of which the interest can completely die down. So you want to make sure that the interest is still intact. And for that to be intact, you need to identify and take a feedback that, were you emotionally inclined to the content? Were you being able to feel connected? And that will help you to get the answer to that, how much were you able to really use storytelling, which is emotions, as a part of framing up your content thereby as well, right? If that's making sense. Now let's move to the second dimension completely, which is the non-verbal aspect of taking feedback. Now in the non-verbal aspect of taking feedback, you can always seek feedback on certain dimensions that I'm going to be making a note of. So make a note of that for yourself as well. The first is the body language, which means when you're using a lot of gestures, which means you're using your hands, you're keeping them open, you're using your facial expressions, your body language and your facial expressions. Your facial expressions can be your smile. Your facial expressions can be your eye contact. Your facial expressions can be when you're creating different kinds of gestures by twisting in your ear, or making sure that you're leaning forward to listen to your audience more closely. All of that means that you're paying a lot of respect, and you'll be able to receive feedback from them as well. So the dimensions that you can put across in your feedback is dimensions on your non-verbal, which means how were they feeling in terms of the body language, the posture, the gestures, the facial expressions, the eye contact, the smile. All of these will help you to get the understanding that how are you accessible in terms of that there is a territory that you're creating between yourself and your audience, right? So if you feel that you've been able to create a connection with your audience, it's always because of that proximity, which means the distance that we keep between ourselves and our audience. Now, but if the audience is giving and sharing the same feedback with you as well, is where you'll truly be able to understand this in its true essence, which means that you've got the feedback that your body language, eye contact, gestures, facial expressions were in place, and you can of course give them rating between good, average and poor. You can give them on a rating of, 5 scalar, which is a Likert scale. That's completely out of your own choice. You can build up this in the form of a small little feedback that you can collect from your audience. And every single time that I have been presenting and, being able to deliver a whole lot of my speeches and trainings, every time we get feedback on verbal and non-verbal, which is your content, context storytelling, your body language, eye contact, and facial expressions, something which will allow you to become better and better the next time thereby as well. So apply this for yourself as well. Do share back on how it turned out for you, and were you able to really truly improve and enhance your capability of public speaking. Would love to hear back from you on this. Make sure that you've already subscribed to our channel, and do recommend this to your friends, somebody who really needs to hear this. Would love to hear back your comments and suggestions in the chat box as always. Always continue to share back with us your topics and themes that you'd like to us to create videos on, so that we can continuously keep sharing many such valuable ideas and videos with you in future as well. For today, this is Dr. Gopika Kumar signing off.